go with my children to different activities in the afternoon, and I have come late. So this time I have time to do here. So I don't know. I'm confused about what is the activity to work here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain me,
Yes,
please?
of course. Well, these classes are a complement of the course uh,
Okay.
that you have in the platform. But it's only that it's a kind of a complement to, in order to develop the speaking skills. It's only an open space to be talking
Mhm.
about specific topics. So it's just like a training session about speaking. And the only thing that we do is to speak around a specific topic. So
Okay.
the course it's completely in the platform. So your grades and your evaluation it's going to um, be, or you are going to be evaluated only with the platform. So these classes have no a number in your grade, but it's only an open space to be talking and be
Okay. Only to practice the
practicing
English here.
the speaking skills. As in the platform, we have the reading, the writing, the use of English, and all those things. The
Okay.
course needs a complement to be talking and speaking and practicing. So these conversation sessions are that complement.
Okay.
They aren't mandatory because they are not mandatory. We know that there are many people that have different activities during the afternoon or during the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that some of you guys cannot join to these sessions.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not, it is important, but it's not going to be part of your evaluation.
Okay.
So nothing happens. The course is completely taken from the platform,
Mm-hmm.
and the grade comes from there only. Okay, so if this is your first time, well,
Yeah.
there's
Excuse
no,
me.
it's
What
not a
is
big
your
deal because we have been working with regular students or with new students, and some of the students come one class and then they are absent the other 2 weeks, and that
name?
is the situation. So don't worry.
Okay, thank you. But excuse me, your name? What is your name?
Okay, yes, I'm the
Rosie?
tutor.
No?
My name is Rosie Diaz, and I'm your tutor. I'm the one
Okay.
that sends everything by mail, and
Mhm.
I'm the one in charge of this section of the course. So I'm the one in charge of Hidalgo, which is one of the courses, in Sinaloa. So where do you live?
I live in Culiacan, Sinaloa.
Okay, so you are part of the Sinaloa students.
Yeah.
Yes, tell me. I'm listening. Okay, are you gonna say something?
No.
Excuse, I had problems with your audio. Well,
With my audio?
yes, because there is a little echo over there. So the
Yeah.
sound is like going and coming, going and coming, but
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not a big
I
deal.
hear that echo too, but I don't know how to fix this computer or the microphone. I don't know.
I think it's the
What
if
can
you
I
have
do?
the speakers and the microphone very close, this can happen. This noise and the echo.
Okay, can you
Uh,
hear me better or no? I hear the same, the echo.
I'm listening the same thing since the very beginning. So there is another way. In configuration in your computer, there is an audio settings. So in that settings, you have to move the bars in order to um, put down the general volume, and that's it. Or the Zoom platform, there is an option in which you can change the computer sound or the yes, it says computer sound. You can change it and you can use a specific microphone or the PC microphone, and it gives you many options, but I have not clear which ones. So you have to be proving, I mean, you need to be testing the settings in your computer, and that's it.
Okay.
Yes, okay, so let's get started with the session. In this week, we are gonna be talking about this topic. The topic is childhood. So as we had this Children Day and all those things, we decided to talk about childhood. Can you see the screen? Can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Okay. Do you want to say something about that?
No, it's because well, I need two things. The first one is, can you please speak a little bit louder?
Okay.
And the other one, it's only a question. Can you see the PowerPoint presentation? Can you see it in your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the way we have these conversations is by asking questions. So we have many questions that we need to answer, and by answering, we start talking about the topic.
Okay.
So the first question is this one. What were some of your favorite activities when you were a child? For example, when I was a child, I always liked being playing outside, no, running and getting dirty with mud and all those things. But what were some of your favorite activities when you were a child?
Okay, when I was a child, I like to go out with my friends and run and play at the island and maybe sometimes to the atrapadas. How do you say in English?
Well, it has many names, but in English we say, let me remember, it has to do with pig, but give me 3 minutes and I will remember.
Okay, that's no problem. And I used to play with my toys and I don't know, visit my friends and play all the afternoon.
Tag. The name is tag.
Huh?
Well, in Mexico we'd say that it's temporadas, or in some other regions they called it las traes, no?
Okay,
In
but
English, the
when
name is tag. It's a tag game.
say
So when they are running and they touch each other, they say tag, like TAG. And that means that now I got you and now it's your turn. That is the name of the game, tag.
Yeah, that's right. So I was very quiet person, but I enjoy the pastimes with my friends.
Okay, those were your favorite activities when you were a child? Just being with your friends? Yes? Okay, that's good. So, when we are growing up, there is always specific persons who are a part of our childhood, of our development. So sometimes our parents cannot be with us. Sometimes we are always with someone else, for example, the grandmother, no, or an aunt, or my sister, or
my brothers.
or brothers.
I don't have sisters,
Who,
but I have
besides
brothers.
your parents, had the biggest impact on your childhood?
Okay, my brother has a big impact in my childhood because I don't have sisters. I have two brothers, and they care me. They play with me, and I enjoyed past time with them. And
I need it to speak a little bit louder. Or put your volume up. Can you? Okay, let's do this. Can you see in the screen the menu with the microphone? Can you see that? Next to the microphone, there is an arrow. And if you click on the arrow, a new menu of options is going to be open. There you have to select a microphone. Can you change your microphone? Because I cannot listen to you very well. If you want to use the chat box, it's okay. So let's try to fix your microphone because I cannot listen. So next to the microphone,
that's okay.
Next to the micro, there is a new menu. And in that menu, you will find the option that says, it says select a microphone. You have to go there.
I think I fixed the problem.
You have to change your microphone. So let's change it. There also in settings, in the same menu in settings, you have the audio configuration. And there you can adjust the volume. I think that is one of the problems. The input level must be a little bit high. So you have to put it down. Okay, can you speak so I can listen if it's fixed?
Yeah.
I think if you go to the settings, you can put the volume up or down and we can adjust the proper level. I think
Hello.
Okay, and now I can listen, but there is a big echo.
And here is better.
Yes, it's better.
Okay.
Okay, that is better. So you were telling me about the people that have had the biggest impact in your child. So what can you say about that?
Sorry, can you repeat again because I couldn't hear you. Please.
Okay, it was what we were talking like 2 minutes ago. I was telling you that when we are growing up, there are many persons that can be related to our childhood. Sometimes we cannot be with our parents because parents work and whatever, no? And sometimes we grow up with a different person, like the grandmother or the brother or the sister, an aunt, no? So in your case, who, besides your parents, had the biggest impact in your childhood?
Okay. Mm, okay, my mother didn't work and she stayed at home all the time. But other people that have a bigger impact in my childhood were my brothers. They always care me and pass time with me, play with me. Because in almost the time they help me in different activities. So I think they are they were very important in my child.
Okay, very important for you.
Yeah,
Okay, what do you do for a living? Are you a teacher too?
yeah. I'm
What grade
teacher
do you
in
teach?
secondary in university.
Okay, you teach to the older students. So sometimes, have you ever taught low grades? I mean, elementary or preschool?
No, never.
No?
But I think in this moment with my children, they are in the primary school, so I have with the homework and I like a teacher because they start in the primary that is bicultural. They work in Spanish in the middle of the time, in the other part of the time studying English.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because I am asking you this because sometimes one of these persons who are important in the children life are precisely the teachers.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's true that teachers can be
Yeah, I remember a teacher in the kindergarten, and she was very important for me. Her name is Marisela. I remember that. But in the primary, I have a teacher. The name is Margarita, and she need to leave the class in fourth grade. But it was an excellent teacher for me and all my friends. In the secondary, I don't think so. Um,
you don't remember anyone?
no, can you
You
hear
know,
me better?
yes. Well, yes,
Yeah.
I can listen. A little bit strange, but I can. So, you
Okay.
know that
Because
is.
I changed the microphone.
Oh yes, now I can listen better, but much better. So
Yeah.
I think that is the proper configuration. That microphone.
Okay, maybe. In the in, in the university, I have an excellent teacher, and I remember very well. And sometimes I use some of the teaching that they learn learn me. So this is very important because I am working at university, but I don't teach English. I teach about the industrial engineering because I am industrial engineering.
Uh-huh.
So, but it is very important for me to do some of the things that they learn.
Mhm. Okay, so you, what did you study? You are not. I mean, you are an English teacher, but
No,
you
no,
study.
I'm not English teacher.
Es que creo
I'm
que
teacher, but I'm not English teacher.
Hmm. So what subject do you teach?
Okay, in this moment, in the secondary, yes, I I English teacher, but I have a few hours, and I I'm teacher in university, but I've done English. I am not English teacher. I'm I'm teach different subjects like math.
Different subjects, such as which one?
Like math and maybe quality, productions, and all that things because I'm industrial engineer.
Industrial engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting. So, well, I have this question now. Do you want to get your English certification, right?
Yeah, but I like the English, but I think that some almost the time is very difficult to me to speak in English. But in the class with my students, I speak English all the class. But when I am speaking in different parts, maybe with native in the United States, with other person, it's difficult for me to to speak. I don't know if I'm shy or I don't know what happened with me, but I try to speak better. Mm, I understand the thing that is funny, but I don't know.
Well, that always happen, because when we are trying to use a different language that is not part of our mother tongue, sometimes we can feel like a little bit unconfident, no? Because if we always have like the idea in the head, no, or on the head, but it's
Yeah,
difficult to pass that idea to your mouth, no, and then turn it into words. So that it's only a matter of practice. So we need to be practicing and practicing, and we it always happens also when you go to a different country in which uh, they speak English with a different accent. For example, in England, the accent is quite different from the American speakers, no? And if you go or if you are trying to communicate a Nigerian, for example, they speak English. That is like the general language in Nigeria, the English. But they have a very particular accent. It's like some kind of French mixed with English, and sometimes it's very difficult to understand. And it's English, but the accent it's different. So
yeah, but
sometimes those situations can make us feel like with less confidence, but it's just practice. We just need to
yeah.
practice.
For example, for me, when I'm listening the conversation in the platform, uh, I understand uh, the the test and the information and all that. But it's better for me to understand when I'm reading and then I'm listening that same information. Maybe I know I need to practice more, but I know I'm very shy.
Well, eventually we go over that and we leave that behind. So you get used to speaking another language, and we go over that and we just forget it eventually. No? Sometimes we until we realize that we are thinking in English, so it turns like a natural thing. So after a little amount of time, you'll be speaking in English in a very natural way. So don't worry, you just practice and practice, and that is
Okay,
gonna
thank you.
it's gonna be part of the past, no? So the next question, it says about remembering and about um, yes, remembering things that we used to do when we were kids, no? What do you miss the most about being a child? There are many things that we miss. Um, although it's very interesting, like being living different stages in life,
Mhm.
there is always something that we miss about being a child. For example, in
How?
my case, what I miss the most, it's like being playing with my one of my brothers. We used to be playing a lot and every afternoon. So
Yeah.
I miss him because we are adults now and everybody has um or well we all have our own family and
Mm.
we live in separated houses and different places and because that is how the life is, no? But what I
Yeah.
miss the most is to be playing with him because he used to be very, very funny. So, what do you miss about being a child?
Okay. I don't know. Maybe play too and laugh all the time. I think when I was a child, I was very, very happy because I didn't have big responsibility like in this moment, and you couldn't do all the things that you want, and maybe you don't be, it's correct, but worry about the things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we also miss the school, no? Because
Oh,
the school is part of our lives, our daily lives. For example, the friends over there.
my friends, yes, but I don't miss the school because I work in a school and I am studying all the time. I different courses. I have a certification in my career, and I am studying, studying, studying always.
Okay.
So for me, it's not these days. I don't miss the school. I miss my friends, but no the school.
Not at all. So
No.
that's fine by me, but we may miss our friends or maybe the activities we were doing in our everyday. Eat candy. When you are younger, you can eat lots of candy, no? But when we grow up, we need to be uh, like a little bit. Well, we need to stop eating that amount of sugar, no?
Yeah, because we need to go our health.
To be in shape and because it's healthy and all those things.
Yeah.
Been playing, no, or well, one of the things that I miss the most is the imagination. I
Yeah.
have a wonderful imagination.
Yeah.
But
You don't
after
have
all those
limit
years,
with that. In this moment, always think, what is going to happen if I do this and all that kind of things. But
uh-huh,
when you are a child, don't think any about it.
nothing worries you.
No.
That is one thing that we miss. We all miss, no?
Yeah,
Not having problems
that's
at
right.
all, and life is just for living, and that's it. But now we have more responsibilities.
Hmm.
So, um, I wanted, I want to show you this part. So this is a kind of a survey or survey. So this is an adult view. In this chart, we
Hmm.
have these four things: quality family time, coping and staying positive, quality of personal friendships, and stress level. So we have the parameters more, same, or less. So if we read this chart, we can find that many people, or the most of the people, think that today we
Uh-huh.
have less quality in the family time. What do you
Yeah,
think
I
about?
think I I think the same. I agree with that because in this time the the parents works all the day and the children stay at home alone, and you can play with them, and maybe you can pass a quality time with them because when you arrive at home you say, I don't feel well, I need to rest, I watch TV or all that things, and the children don't have attention. Yeah.
Mm. Well, yes. But what about, look at the one at the bottom where it says stress level.
Yeah, I have a
That
question
one?
about that.
Yes.
It's in this time the stress level is more than before.
Mm.
But
But in that chart, I didn't
yeah,
very well, but in the chart, it's completely the opposite situation. So most of the people think that today
uh-huh.
kids are more, well, they have more or higher stress level.
But do you know why?
Why are they more stressed?
More stress. Yeah,
Well, because we have,
the
well, the
children.
side of the children, yeah, and that's true. That's a matter of fact. Kids
Mhm.
nowadays are, they have higher level of stress than before, and that is because we live in a with this life full of activities and things. No, parents are always working, and they share less time with kids. And sorry, and to fix that, what parents do is to get the kids in different activities along the days. Actually,
Okay, I understand.
the schools now are that, well, they have a longer day. When we were kids, we used to go from 8 to 12:30, and that was the complete day at school. From
Yeah.
8 to 12:30, and there were like 5 hours or less than that.
Uh-huh.
That was everything, and that was it. But today, even the public schools
Mhm.
have longer days. In the private schools, well, there are schools that starts at start at 7 and finishes at 4. So those are 8 hours, class after
Without.
class.
Okay, yeah, I understand. But in some school, because here in Sinaloa, maybe in the public school, and the school start at 8 and finish at maybe 1 o'clock. But it's a full time. You finish the classes maybe at 4. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. It's a full time school
yeah.
period in the day, no? So that is stressful because kids are not
But
ready.
I think that is not a stress for the children because not all the time they are working or studying because they can do different activities in different to study. I don't know how did you say to like music, dance, and all that.
Okay, can you
And
repeat that?
for example, in my case,
Uh-huh.
my children have activity in the afternoon. They finish the school at 2 2 o'clock, and then we come back at home and eat and have homework, and then we go to different activities because they want to do it. They tell me that, Mom, I want to go to jazz or karate and maybe shoes and all that thing. And okay, if you want, go
Mm-hmm.
because they want. But I don't know the other families. Nobody in the case is that.
Well, that is because kids are very energetic and they
Yeah,
never get
maybe.
tired.
By
But it is my older child have different activities from Monday to Saturday because he wants. well, the truth is that kids always want to
Mm-hmm.
because they are very energetic and
Yeah,
they
maybe.
like to be in continuous movement. That is true. But to be in this life dynamic can be stressful for them. And besides, well, and we have also these technology resources in which they are always like playing video games or um, watching
One,
videos in the
yeah.
internet and having these activities
Use
that
the
are
technology a lot.
well, the it is proof that video games stress the brain. That is already proof. So before, kids were like different because the things that stimulate their brains were less, and they use more their imagination and just like us. But today they are living in a different way. So there are many things that are stressful. And if if taking into account all these facts, you at the situation of the families nowadays
Mm-hmm.
that are having problems now with this family integration and the social integration, and it's like a huge of like a mountain of um, factors that can be stressful for a kid.
Okay, I agree with that. With that, yes, but about the school and the other activity, I don't think so. Maybe for the situation in the family, yeah.
Well, that is one of the things that I found out with this chart and with these facts. No?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting. So if you,
Yeah, it's very interesting. You can think a lot of things about that information.
yes, many things is interesting, and for us as teachers, it's not only interesting, it's useful. So, what do you want to provide your children that you didn't have when you were growing up? So there is always something that we didn't have when we were kids, when we were a child. And now that when we, well, now if you have kids, you do.
Yeah.
There is always something that you want to provide them that you didn't have.
Okay, I have that. I have that. But I think for me, the principal thing is about the happiness, the value, mm, and and pass time with them always. But I have that in my family, but I want to provide them too.
Okay, but you had it when you were a kid, no?
What?
Well, because sometimes talking about the material things,
No.
when we were younger,
Mm-hmm.
for example, we always wanted to have many toys, no?
Uh-huh.
And that is a common thing that as when we were kids,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have toys, no? Now we want to buy all
a
the
lot of
toys on
things.
the earth to our kids.
Yeah, but I don't think so. For me, it's, it's more important other things. I don't think in my childhood I didn't have this and I'm going to give that my children every, everything.
Mm-hmm.
No. For me, I think it's past time, a quality time with my family and provide them the values. It's very important for me to that. They need to understand that thing and they told me, oh mom, it's more important the family than go to that part or maybe to buy something. For me, it's more important than family. That is good. I like
Yes.
and and be happy always.
Mm. Trying to be happy always, no? To have them happy. Oh, yes, I agree with that. So let's check the last one. The last one, I think that this is a very interesting question. Because sometimes we just can't decide what was the best thing about our childhood. I don't know. I think I have many things that were very, very nice to me. One of those things was like having brothers. That
Mhm.
was a very one of my favorite things in my life, that I had brothers, or I have brothers, and they were guiding me during my childhood.
Mhm.
But in your case,
I
what was
think
the best thing about your childhood?
I think my parents and my cousin. I think I enjoy to pass time with my cousin. In this time, I'm trying to pass time with them, but it's difficult because we have our family and our work. But with my parents too, I'm trying, but it's difficult. It's difficult in this moment because you have many things to do it, and sometimes I can see them or maybe call them. But the best thing about my childhood, yeah, were my parents and my cousin.
Okay. So in that slide, I put three pictures. In the first
Mhm.
one, well, you can see
A
a kid.
superhero.
In this, let me put this thing. In this one, you can see a kid. The
Yeah,
kid is playing. Uh, it looks like a boy, and it's wearing a.
superhero, no?
I think it's a boy, but he has long hair, and it's wearing a cap and a mask, a red mask,
Yeah,
and he's like playing being a superhero.
yeah. I
This is
have superpowers.
as with superpower. It is related to the imagination. I think
Mhm.
that one of the best things to be a kid, it's that we have that gift,
Uh-huh.
like to have imagination.
Yeah, you tell me that.
The other thing that I put here, it's related to the family. In this second picture,
Mhm.
there is I think it's a girl
Yeah, I think so.
with her father, and they are, as you see, they're having time together,
Okay,
quality
and
time
look,
together.
look
I think that
behind.
that is one of the things that are one of the best things, like being a kid, that you can be with your parents playing, no? If you have them, of
So,
course.
any other girl is alone, maybe she's thinking, oh, I'm alone.
This one at the back, right? She's
Yeah,
alone. And the other thing that I put here is this one. The
That
difference,
is true.
the difference between me at 14
Hmm.
and 14 years old today.
Yeah.
So what can you say about this picture or this drawing?
Okay. I think that it's dry because I remember when I was child, I was like the first pictures. I enjoyed all the time. I I don't know how do you say in English, desarrollada,
Developed?
but in el físico
Mm-hmm.
it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Develop,
Yeah, it's the same
develop.
thing. When you have this physical characteristics, no? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very common in this time to see the girls like the second picture, very development. Yeah,
Well,
it's correct.
I think yes. Well, I think that this has to do with the maturity, no?
Yeah, but you try to
And
look
yes,
different.
and
Maybe
the
because
way we
the
are
cultures change. Yeah.
raised, no? Because if you are in a house in which the environment is a little bit how to say it,
And the culture that we have in this moment.
well, nowadays is different because like the picture there for years old girls today
Mm-hmm.
are always getting to the cell phone and then the Facebook and the Instagram and all the social network, and they're like changing because of
But for example, in this moment, the children were different. For example, in um, the girls, they they were very extravagant. I don't know how to say.
what the clothes, the fashion tendencies.
Yeah, but this is a fashion, but they were like a younger, like a joke, like a kid.
Oh yes, they are always wearing adult clothes
Mm-hmm.
like mini skirts or shorts and specific kinds of or types of blouses and all those things,
Uh-huh.
right? And it
Yeah.
makes them look like older
Yeah.
than they are. But what that has to do with the culture, as you said, no, with the societies, and everything has to change at the end. Everything has to being like changing throughout the years. So the world we lived when we were kids, it's very different than the world our kids are living today.
Yeah.
And obviously, their childhood is going to be very different. They will when they grow up, they will remember different things. We were talking about our favorite things, and those favorite things were like playing outside and being with our family and so on. What they are going to remember, it's like being the Facebook, no, or watching YouTube. That is what they will remember
Yeah.
when they grow up. So it's quite different.
Yeah.
So Yvette, this is one of the sessions we have. Let me
Okay.
like this. This is one of the sessions we have, and
Okay, it's very interesting.
oh yes, that's nice too. It's nice to
I
look.
like so much.
And I think that if you cannot join to this session, I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, there's no problem if you cannot if you can't join to the sessions. But whenever you have the opportunity, I'm gonna be waiting here. So
Okay, always on Wednesday.
well, we are always here, yes. And today is Wednesday. It's from 9 to 10.
Okay.
I took a little bit of a little bit more time because we already actually we started after 9. We start like 9:15.
Mhm.
So that's why I took more time. But
Okay.
the official time is 9 p.m. from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mexico City time. I think
Okay.
in Sinaloa it's a different
8.
table time.
8 o'clock.
But I'm gonna be here next Wednesday. If you want to join us, I will be very pleased.
Okay. Excellent. I'm going to try to do it.
Thank you so much for being here with me.
Okay, you're welcome.
It was a pleasure. I
See you
enjoyed
next
I
class.
enjoyed our class today. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
time to go and it's time to rest finally. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.